Good morning, students. This morning we had seen and revised the previous chapter that we had studied, and we had came to know about bow legs. What are the causes of bow legs? The main cause of bow leg is deficiency of calcium. Students, we are already studying about deficiency of calcium and phosphorus in bones. Now today's topic is round shoulder. In these postural deformities, the shoulder become round and sometimes they seems to be bent forward. Shoulder become round and sometimes they seems to be bent forward. As you can see, causes round shoulder may be due to heredity from mother to father, then to their children. Sitting, standing, and walking in bend position. Sitting, standing, and walking in bend position may also result in round shoulders. Wearing very tight clothes can lead to round shoulders. Wearing very tight clothes can lead to round shoulders. Sitting on improper furniture can cause round shoulders. That's why recently I gave you an example how to sit in class. Lack of proper exercise of shoulders may also lead to round shoulders. Become habitual to press chest, especially at the time of bench press, may cause round shoulders. These are the common causes of round shoulders. Precaution. What are the precautions that we should take to prevent round shoulders? All these are deformities of bones. We are studying about deformities of bones, the various common deformities of bones in children. Precautions. What are the precautions we can take? Don't sit, walk, or stand in bend position. Don't sit, walk, or stand in bend position. Avoid tight fitting clothes. Avoid tight fitting clothes. Avoid sitting on uncomfortable furniture. Avoid sitting on uncomfortable furnitures. What are uncomfortable furnitures, students? The furnitures which are not according to the proper shape and size has been made and which are not comfortable to sit on. Remedies. The following exercise should be done as remedy of round shoulder deformity. As round shoulder deformity. This is an sitting exercise. Keep your tips of fingers on your shoulder and rotate your elbow in clockwise and anti-clockwise. While sitting you can do it, and while standing you can do it. Hold the horizontal bar for some time. Hold the horizontal bar for some time. Perform Chakrasana and Dhanu Asana regular basis. What we have to do? Chakrasana and Dhanu Asana we have to do in regular basis. So students, we had came to know about deformities of bones, and one of the deformity of bone is round shoulders. Lack causes lack of vitamin D, calcium and phosphorus in bones. Corrective corrective measures for postural deformities. Corrective measures for postural deformities. Our environment contains many forces that acts upon our body. Due to these forces, we suffer from postural deformities. Mostly, the postural deformities may be due to pull of gravity by birth or by malnutrition and for prolonged illness for a long time when we are ill. It also affects our postural deformities. Postural deformities when we cannot stand properly, we cannot sit properly, we cannot play. Postural deformities are two types: functional and structural. Function and structural. In functional deformities, only the soft tissues, the muscles and ligaments are affected. The muscles and ligaments are affected. Why? Because we had already came to know that these postural deformities are related to our skeleton system. And if there is a problem in the skeleton system, there will be problem in muscles, and ligaments are also affected because they are closely and interrelated with each other. Structural deformities occurs when our bony structure is affected. Physical activities and other corrective measures in such cases cannot play a significant role. Why? Because our structure is badly affected. In such cases, surgery can help for securing the desired improvement. Surgery by the doctors, by specialized doctor, we can take help for securing the desired improvement. The role of physical activity corrective measure in functional deformities is very effective. While you are participating in school, during elementary school, when we are in class 3rd, 4th and 5th, 6th, physical activities of corrective exercises various forms can serve to counteract the effects of gravitational force. The correction of posture deformities should be at part of school education. The correction of posture deformities in school should be included to serve more than just exercise for correcting a specific deformity. So, students, it is very important to participate, to take part in freehand exercise, PTs, drill. Students should also be engaged in exercise for increasing general strength, endurance, balance, and flexibility. Why endurance and flexibility? Because these are the methods, by these things or these methods, we are able to help the person or a child suffering from bone deformity or postural deformities. Corrective measures for kyphosis: lie on the back in spine position with knees drawn up and feet flat on the ground. Both hands should be at side. Then move your arms sideways in horizontal position. Corrective measure for kyphosis. We had came to know the first deformity of postural deformity is kyphosis. Kyphosis, you know, students, yes, good. That is directly related to our vertebral column or vertebrae. In kyphosis, it affects our vertebrae, and how it affects: by lifting a heavy weight in early stages or forcing a child when a child is starting to walk, forcing that child for walking. It also affect our vertebral column, especially overload, that is kyphosis. And corrective, how we can correct or how we can take the help of physical education by doing various physical exercise, and one of them is lie on the back. Then move your arms aside in horizontal position. Palm should be face upward, and raise your arm upward over the head. This is an practical way, or physically doing, we can correct, or it can be very beneficial if we will do this particular exercise. We are every day we are doing, but we are not doing while sleeping, while taking rest. We are doing, but we are not following the proper process of corrective measure of kyphosis. In a figure, see in your book, students, in a figure we can see how we can perform the corrective exercise for kyphosis. Second, lie down in an prone position on the chest. We are talking here about the first diagram. This diagram we are talking here about. Lie down in a prone position on the chest with help on your hips. After that, raise your head and trunk several inches from ground. Your chin should be in during this exercise. Your chin should be in during this exercise. Hold this position for some times and then come back to previous position. We have to practice at least for 10 to 20 times. Third is sit in a normal position with a stick held in horizontal position overhead. Hands well spread. After that, lower the stick and then raise in behind your head and shoulders. Behind your head and shoulders. While doing this exercise, keep your head and trunk straight. And we have to repeat this exercise for 15 to 20 times. First, we had came to know facing upward, our face. Hold this position for some times, and then we have to bring our arms back in horizontal position. The first one. Second one is lie down in a prone position as it is shown in a figure. Chest downward, and we should raise our head and trunk, our neck few inches above the ground. Third, sit in a spinal normal position as we sit, but in a normal position, straight, with a stick help in horizontal position, holding a stick. We have to hold a stick over our head, hand well spread. After that, lower the stick and then raise in behind head and shoulder. So students, we had came to know about how we can prevent kyphosis or deformities of bones by doing various physical activities, and by doing this particular type of exercise related to physical activity, we can achieve and the benefits and what we want to achieve to correct the proper posture of our body.